Okay, peoples, I have a situation going on right now that is very indicative of basically like my whole life, okay? And you'll see what I mean when I say that these are the symbols of actually what is going on and what is like almost always going on to some certain degree on some kind of a level. So, on my phone, my little Android here, I always talk about it, it has the different types of voices that it'll use in languages. And it was kind of driving me crazy at a certain point of it because one of my girlfriends, who we text all the time and talk and blah, 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 she has a Spanish surname that's really beautiful and I love to say it. But when it was in English, it would pronounce it in this really obnoxious way that was getting on my nerves. So I thought, well, I wonder if I changed it to Spanish, because they give you like English, Spanish, all these whatevers, that if it would pronounce it correctly. So and by the way, I don't know where the manual is, and I probably wouldn't know how to interpret it if I had it. So, like, if I knew what I was doing on this phone, which I never really do, I just keep experimenting till I figure out what I'm trying to accomplish. That's pretty much my method with technology because I'm not so techno-advanced. Anyways, so I decided this morning while we're texting, because it keeps saying blah, 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 and it's driving me cuckoo, right? So yeah, I fiddle with this and I get it to the point where, okay, I see where it is. It's going to say Spanish. The next thing I know, okay, here, let me show you. It's got everything in Spanish, right? It's not, it's not just that it's going to speak to me in Spanish. No, it's also going to have all the indications, everything written, everything is now in Spanish. Which, okay, sometimes that's all right because I can kind of figure out, because I remember what the icon looked like. So I can go, oh yeah, when it did this. And some of it, like, I recognize sort of some of the words or whatever, or just trying to use, like, just logic to figure it out. Not that I'd want to, like, open one of my books and, like, look and see, right? So while I'm dealing with this, like reconfiguration of everything from English into Spanish, just for fun, because I have nothing else to do better this morning, right? My girlfriend texts me, and it says, like the Spanish equivalent of incoming text from, and then the name gets pronounced again. And I'm like, oh, good, I'm going to get to hear it pronounced in Spanish, so it won't get on my nerves. And she does it in English. So now I have a phone that will speak everything in Spanish, but a Spanish surname. All of the written information is all in Spanish, so I don't know if I'll be able to figure out how to get back into English. And I basically know enough just to get myself in trouble, but not know enough how to get myself out. So yeah, that's it. Anyways, if you know how to work in Android, if I can figure out how to pick up the phone when you call me, I would appreciate the lesson. And, yeah, yes.